The passenger on Highway 101. I was driving back from Portland late one October night, the kind of night where the fog rolls in thick off the Pacific, turning the highway into a gray tunnel. My name's Alex Qian, third-generation Chinese American, grad student in folklore at the university up in Eugene. I'd been researching old immigrant stories for my thesis. Ghosts that follow families across oceans, spirits that don't let go even when the living move on. My old Honda was the only car on 101 that stretch. Headlights cutting through mist like knives, radio static. Then, on the shoulder near a pullout by the cliffs, I saw her. She stood there in a white dress, thin summer dress, no coat, no shoes, long black hair plastered by rain, pale skin glowing under the lights, thumb out like any hitchhiker, but something about her. She didn't shiver, didn't move like she was cold. I should have kept driving. Everyone knows the rules. Don't pick up strangers at night, especially women, alone on empty roads. But she looked lost and tired, like she'd been waiting forever. I pulled over. She slid into the passenger seat without a word at first, smelled faintly of jasmine and wet earth. Up close, she was beautiful. Sharp cheekbones, dark eyes that caught the dashboard glow. "Thank you," she said softly. Accent light, almost none. "I'm heading south, to the old lighthouse near Crescent City." Her name was Qian, no last name, just Qian. We drove in silence for miles, rain drumming the roof. I tried small talk. "You okay? It's freezing out there." She smiled, a small, sad curve. "I'm used to the cold." I glanced at her hands in her lap. No phone, no bag, fingernails long and perfect like porcelain. Then she spoke again. "You study old stories, don't you?" I stiffened. "How did you—" "Your notebook's open on the back seat. Fox spirits and wandering souls." "I can read upside down." I laughed nervously. "Yeah, thesis stuff. Chinese folk tales mostly. Ghosts, demons, love that crosses death." Her eyes flicked to me. "Do you believe them?" I shrugged. "Academically, sure. Culturally. My grandma used to burn paper money for ancestors. Said spirits get hungry too." Qian nodded slowly. "They're not wrong. Some hungers never end." The road curved along the cliffs, waves crashing far below. She started talking, quiet, like confessing. "I wasn't always like this. I came here years ago, from a village near the coast in Guangdong. My family owed money, bad debt. The man who collected, he wasn't human, not anymore. He called himself Lao. Said if I served him, he'd spare my parents. I agreed. Thought it was just work, cleaning his house, entertaining guests." She paused. Rain louder now. "But it wasn't. He was a tree demon, old, twisted, rooted in the earth for centuries. He bound my soul with a contract written in blood, made me lure men, lonely ones, kind ones, draw them in, let him feed on their yang energy, their life force. After each one, I faded a little more, became less solid, more shadow. I gripped the wheel tighter. That's like the stories, the enslaved ghost, controlled by a demon." "Yes," her voice cracked, "but in the old tales, there's always a scholar, brave, pure-hearted, who breaks the curse with love, or virtue, or a sword. Here, in America, no one believes anymore, no one fights back." We passed a sign. "Crescent City, 20 miles. She turned to me fully, eyes wet, not rain. "I don't want to hurt you, Alex, but if I don't," he pulls me back, tears me apart, piece by piece. My heart hammered. "What do you need?" "Take me to the lighthouse. There's an old well there, from the Chinese workers who built the railroad. They threw offerings in, coins, incense, promises. If you throw something of yours in." Something that matters. It might weaken him. Give me a chance to run. I didn't believe it, not really, but her fear felt real, tangible. We reached the turnoff, gravel road to the abandoned lighthouse, fog so thick the beam barely cut through. I parked, we walked down the path, wind howling. She moved like smoke, bare feet silent on wet stone. At the well, crumbling brick ring, black mouth, she stopped. Throw in something, she said. A memory, a promise, something you can't get back. I hesitated, then pulled off the jade pendant my grandma gave me before she died, the one she said kept evil away. This was hers. She believed. I dropped it, heard it clink far below. Echoes. For a second, nothing. Then Qian gasped, clutching her chest. It's working. I feel lighter. But the air shifted. Cold. Wrong. A shape rose from the fog behind us. Tall, twisted branches for arms, face like cracked bark, eyes glowing green. Lao. He laughed, low, rumbling like roots tearing earth. You think a trinket breaks centuries? Foolish boy. She's mine. Always will be. Qian screamed, body flickering, half transparent now. I stepped in front. Stupid. Let her go. Lao tilted his head. I looked at Qian. She shook her head. No. But I nodded. He reached out. Branch-like fingers wrapped my throat, cold burning. Then Qian moved, fast, pushed me aside, grabbed Lao's arm. No, not him. She turned to me, eyes fierce. Run! The well, it's open now. Push him in. Use the pendant's echo. I didn't think. Grabbed a loose stone from the well rim, charged, slammed it into Lao's side, where bark split like flesh. He roared, staggered. Qian clung to him, pulling, dragging. They toppled together into the black mouth. Her last look at me, grateful, sad, free, silence, just wind and rain. I stood there shaking. The well sealed somehow. Bricks shifted back like nothing happened. I drove home alone. Next morning, news. Old lighthouse well collapsed overnight. No bodies found. Just jade fragments at the bottom. I finished my thesis, but I never wrote about Qian. Some stories you don't tell, you carry. Because sometimes the ghost isn't the monster. Sometimes she's the one who saves you. And sometimes she never really leaves. The end.